Welcome to Defense Talks Matters. So, over the last few weeks, something very interesting has been unfolding in the South Caucasus, and it has a direct link with Pakistan's defense exports and regional influence. I'm talking about the JF-17 Block 3 fighter jets that have recently been spotted operating from Azerbaijan. Now, when those first visuals came out, showing multiple JF-17 Block 3s parked at an Azerbaijani airbase, the debate immediately took off. Were these Pakistani Air Force jets deployed for an exercise? Or had Azerbaijan finally received its first batch of JF-17 Block 3s? Initially, Pakistan's Air Force issued a clarification saying that these aircraft were in Azerbaijan for a bilateral exercise called Indus Shield Alpha. But the details didn't quite add up. Let's start with a bit of background. The Indus Shield exercise series has been Pakistan's flagship air warfare drill for years. But never in the past has Azerbaijan taken part in it. In fact, the two air forces have never held a direct, independent exercise before. Whenever Pakistan and Azerbaijan have operated together, it has always been under a third-party host nation, such as Turkey or Saudi Arabia. So, right from the start, that announcement seemed unusual. And then came the second major clue. When these jets landed in Azerbaijan, the ground support crew working on them were not Pakistani. They were Azeri technicians handling the aircraft maintenance, pre-flight checks, and logistics. Only the pilots who ferried the jets from Pakistan were Pakistani personnel. This is not how a temporary exercise deployment works. In such cases, the entire support crew usually travels with the aircraft. The absence of Pakistani ground staff is a strong indicator that these jets might no longer be under PAF control, that they've been officially handed over to the Azerbaijani Air Force. And here's where things get even more interesting. These aircraft have now been stationed in Azerbaijan for nearly a month, far longer than any exercise duration. Typically, deployments last a week or two at most. So the timeline here itself raises questions. Now, add one more piece to the puzzle. Azerbaijan's Victory Day Parade, scheduled for the 8th of November 2025. This parade is a huge annual event celebrating Azerbaijan's victory in the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. And this year, all sources point toward the JF-17 Block 3 being the central highlight of the parade. Just recently, rehearsal footage from Baku surfaced online, showing a formation of JF-17 Block 3s performing flight drills over the parade route. The tail markings weren't fully visible, but the silhouette, formation, and operational context all indicate these are the same jets spotted weeks earlier and likely the first official JF-17 Block 3 units inducted by Azerbaijan. So let's take a step back and analyze why this is such a big deal. For Azerbaijan, this acquisition represents a major technological leap. Their most modern aircraft up till now were MiG 29 seconds capable fighters in their time, but dated by modern standards. The JF-17 Block 3, on the other hand, brings in 4.5 generation capabilities, an advanced AESA radar, integrated electronic warfare suite, modern data links, a wide-angle HUD, and helmet-mounted display system, plus compatibility with beyond visual range missiles like the PL-15 with ranges exceeding 150 kilometers. This transforms Azerbaijan's Air Force from a legacy-era fleet to a modern, network-centric air arm, capable of operating in the same air domain as much larger regional powers. For Armenia, this is a worrying development. It now faces a credible, modern air combat platform directly across its borders, one that's not only newer, but also more advanced than anything in its own inventory. Armenia still relies primarily on its older Su-25 seconds and MiG-29 variants, with a small number of Su-30 SMs that have struggled to operate effectively. In response, India has reportedly been pushing its LCA Tejas fighter to Armenia, hoping to create a counterbalance. But so far, Yerevan hasn't shown much interest, most likely because Tejas is still not operationally proven at the same level as the JF-17 Block 3. Instead, Armenia appears to be focusing on upgrading its Su-30 SM fleet through Russian or local support, though even that won't bridge the growing capability gap. Now, Let's look at this from Pakistan's perspective. The JF-17 program is not just a fighter jet. It's a symbol of Pakistan's growing defense, self-reliance, and industrial maturity. The fact that Pakistan Aeronautical Complex, CAMRA, has managed to continue production, handle domestic modernization, and still export advanced variants like the Block 3 despite economic challenges is remarkable. The Block 3 itself is a major upgrade over earlier versions. Its radar cross-section has been reduced, avionics have been completely overhauled, and it's capable of deploying advanced long-range air-to-air and air-to-surface weapons. Combine that with Chinese assistance and continued system upgrades, and it becomes a serious platform not just for national defense, but as an export-grade product competing in the international market. For Pakistan, securing Azerbaijan as a client strengthens not only its defense industry, but also its strategic alignment in the broader Turkic world, linking Islamabad, Ankara, and Baku under a shared defense partnership umbrella. And if these jets do make their official debut in the Victory Parade, it will confirm what many analysts have suspected for months, that Pakistan has successfully delivered its first export batch of JF-17 Block 3s, marking a major milestone for the program. It will also send a message across the region. Pakistan has entered the league of countries capable of designing, producing, and exporting next-generation multi-role fighters independently, a feat very few nations can claim. In the coming days, once the parade takes place, we'll likely have visual confirmation of the aircraft, with Azerbaijani insignia putting an end to the speculation once and for all. But even now, based on the evidence, timelines, and deployment patterns, it's quite clear what's happening behind the scenes. This isn't just another air exercise. This is the start of a new defense relationship, one that reshapes air power dynamics in the Caucasus, boosts Pakistan's defense credibility, and demonstrates the maturing of the JF-17 program at a global level. So, in summary, Azerbaijan's potential induction of the JF-17 Block 3 is a strategic win for both nations. For Baku, it's about gaining a technological edge over its rival Armenia. For Pakistan, it's about proving that its indigenous fighter is combat-proven, export-ready, and capable of standing alongside the world's modern jets. And once these aircraft make their parade debut, that message will echo far beyond Baku, from the Caucasus to South Asia, and across every defense circle watching closely. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you guys in the next video.